Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. 9 properties today, and you can hear I've been pretty sick. I had a course that I had to be at Tuesday and Wednesday, so Monday was a write-off courses, and then we've got today's episode. So let's do this. So 1045 Navin Heights 203. I've talked about this in past episodes. Not my favorite building. I have sold units in here. There's nothing really from a common elements perspective that is making me enthusiastic. The way it's built is not, to me, the best building's quality standard. It meets the building code, obviously. It's a Mattamy building, but it is definitely minimum standard. We're talking about wood frame construction in a condo. I like to see the concrete, or in the case of a building like Green Life, the ICF construction. You can see the way that they're built too, and they're all over the place. They're up in Brampton, Burlington. They're just kind of cookie cutter condos. 364.9. They're holding back on offers on this one, and the last sale of this unit, like literally, like this floor plan, was like 376. So my belief is they're expecting to sell this one for more, but it's risky because the condo market's a little more balanced than like a freehold townhouse, for example. There's a lot more demand for something like that than there is in the condo market. Condo market's still busy, but it's like put it at the right price and sell it in maybe 2 weeks is the game that I believe you play on these places. So here's the thing about Micht Rack. If you've been following it, they put it at 609. I guess they were expecting to get multiple offers. Maybe they did, but they ended up relisting it at 629 without selling. And then now they're down to 619. And you'll see in here too, the price includes $2,500 credit for your choice of hardwood flooring if you'd like. That basically, to me, is like, well, the price isn't $619, it's $617, $490 or whatever it is. So it's, I don't know. I can't do the math in my head. But the point is that I would just knock that right off the price. So my approach personally, and there's no right or wrong here, but I would put it at 617.5 or whatever it is, and just say it's 617.4 the more I think about it. And I would just say, look, that's the price. Do whatever you want with the floor. It is what it is. I think that a home needs to speak for itself. And it's also my other belief about this approach is that you're potentially highlighting an issue, especially because what do you see when you see that picture? You don't see the molding, you see hardwood credit. So that almost takes over the picture, but you're admitting a flaw in the home too, versus someone might walk in and say, it's perfect, I love the carpet, and then they still get money off too. So that's why I think that it's better just to say the home has to stand for what it is. And this whole credit thing, like when you go, when you buy a car and they say things like 0% interest rate, it's built in somewhere in the price, right? Like they may give you 0%, but they've tacked on $1,500 on the car. So I'm all for less gimmicks in the industry, and I just feel like it's a little gimmicky. That's what it feels like to me. And so it clearly says semi-detached, but over here it says it's semi-detached. I don't know if you need to, and there you go. Don't settle for a townhouse. I mean, it's really clear that this is a semi-detached in the listing. So earlier this year on Holly, this style of home, let's say, so this is called a Main Street townhouse. It's got a double garage in the back, and it's good that the agent put this because a lot of agents do not put that shot. And I think if you don't have that, it just looks like a big townhouse. That's the key there, is you can buy a double car garage probably for the cheapest price in all of Milton. And so for years, I mean, they kind of hovered along, and even earlier this year you could buy one of these for probably $530. We were fortunate to break the record. I say fortunate, there was a plan behind it, but we broke the record, and we were the first ones to blow past 600,000 for this style of home, for a similar sized unit. And so what these guys are trying to do is they're trying to work off of the price that we established. Now the 600 is no longer a barrier, and it looks really nice too. They've done some nice work in here. All the upgrades are set. and it looks great. So I think they have a real chance of doing well with this, possibly even breaking ours, because there's a couple things this one has that ours didn't. It is a bit of a busier street compared to the one that we sold on Jervis Terrace. Now, if you want to see the one that we sold, go over there and go to extras, and then go to featured properties, and then look down for 638 Jervis Terrace. So even the ones after that after our Jervis sale have kind of struggled. Like one sold for 585 that was pretty good. So let's see. I mean, it's, there's still a lot of evidence that buyers can look at to say, why would I pay above 6? And it's not always the first one that breaks it, it's the second one that establishes the precedent. So I think for the neighbors, a lot's riding on this one on doing really well, because this could set the bar versus the one we sold being kind of the exception to the rule in a good way. I like this one on Stemmen. They chose that nice price of $650,000. And that to me is way better than $649, because you get more exposure in two different price brackets. I don't like the first shot here. It looks really dark to me, but the rest of them look pretty good. It's called an Oakwood model, and it's got a really open concept main area, plus there's like a small office or living area just in the front here. So if you look at that room there, it could be a good little place even for the kids to play, or video games, home office. It's really good for that. I like the work desk right here. I think that today's homes need to account for the fact that you're either working on a laptop or having kind of a family computer here, or you're throwing your tablet on the couch and just kind of hanging out. I heard something interesting is that the phone is now the television and the TV is now the radio. And I know my own behaviors, a lot of times I love putting on comedy because I'll just be on my phone and I'll listen to what's going on the TV. So I get that. Now, a lot of upgrades here. The countertop is probably the thing that holds this kitchen back from really moving up a few notches. Cabinets look good though, so you could replace that countertop. You run into some issues with backsplash and so on, trying to kind of get that lined up. The rest of it looks good. 1873 square feet. So the one on Night is, they dropped their price by $15,000 too, and I love that area. The Dempsey area to me has the best amenities nearby. You've got the GO train, and it's really probably a 15-minute walk from Night Trail. The schools are fantastic. You've got all the Main Street businesses, all the Maple Avenue businesses, easy access to the 401 too. So that kind of northeast quadrant of Milton is extremely convenient for everything you need. That's today's episode. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow with the Friday episode.